more you know, the more it hurts to know. I said in mine heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this is also vanity. Vanity and all of the pleasure that we have. Vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? I sought in mine heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting my heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life. I made me great works. I builded me houses. I planted me vineyards. I made me gardens and orchards, and I planted trees in them, all kind of fruits. I made me pools of water, to water wherewith the wood that bringeth forth trees. I got me servants and maidens, and had servants born in my house. Also I had great possessions, and great and small cattle, above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathered me also silver and gold, and a peculiar treasure of kings into the provinces. I gathered men singers and women singers, and the delights of the men and the delights of the sons of men, his musical instruments, and that of all sorts. So I was great, and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me, and whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I had labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. So King Solomon is basically explaining of all of the riches that he possessed, all of the knowledge and all the wisdom he possessed. And the only conclusion that he came to out of all of this was, it's all vanity. It's all vanity. And it's funny because I believe it was earlier this year. It was either earlier this year or sometime late last year. I had this dream. Like, I was sitting in this like a condo type of building, apartment complex, whatever you want to call it. And I was at one of the highest buildings, one of the highest condos in the apartment building, and I was overlooking the city. And it was a nice complex. It was very nice. But in my head, I just kept hearing the whispers like vanity, vanity, vanity. And so, like, it don't matter what you possess, what you working so hard to possess. What you gonna come to realize and understand is it's all vanity. Like, none of this matters. All of this is going to perish away. It's all vanity. And I turned myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly. For what can a man do that cometh after the king? Even that which have been already done. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all. Then said I in my heart, as it happeneth to the fool, so it happeneth even to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart, that this also is vanity. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever, seeing that which is now in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man as the fool? Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have showed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. So even the thoughts of thinking like everything that I work hard for, I'm just building it up for the next man to come in and rule. And he's like, even the thoughts of me thinking like that is vanity. Like it doesn't matter. It's all vanity. Therefore, I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that have not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity, and a great evil. For what have man of all his labor, and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he have labored under the sun? For all his days are sorrows, and his travail grief. Yea, his heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, that it was from the hand of God. For who can eat, or who else can hasten on to, more than I? For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good before God. This also is vanity and vexation of spirit. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embrace. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rent, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. What profit have he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? So in all of this hard work that we doing, all of this grinding, hustling, busting out behind, like what does that profit? It's all just going to bills anyway. It's all just going to bills and expenses. What profit is it?